Okay, let's talk today about brand loyalty and brand equity and what the difference is between the two. So when you are looking at the total picture, what I need you to understand is that brand equity is more of the umbrella. Equity is the value of the brand. Inside brand equity is brand loyalty, which is the positive attitude towards the brand. And so when you're putting the two together, someone might ask, well, which one's more important? Well, that's really not the point. The point is it's hard to understand how you could have brand equity unless you had brand loyalty, because there's no value in a brand that's just a commodity. And it's hard to have loyalty unless you have some equity. So they kind of work hand in hand, but just remember the fact that brand equity is the overall umbrella picture, and then loyalty fits into it. So you have a positive attitude towards the brand, and then you have the value of the brand. So that's the difference between loyalty and equity. Equity itself is made up by brand awareness, brand loyalty, brand quality, and brand attributes. So how well this brand answers all of these questions for a consumer is what builds in equity. So when you're talking about buying a brand and you buy a brand at a certain premium, you're buying a brand at a premium because it has equity involved. And somebody had to work pretty hard to get brand awareness up, the loyalty, the quality, and attributes. And so all of this factors in to build equity. In brand loyalty, you have recognition, preference, and assistance. So this is more in terms of consumer behavior. And on the consumer behavior side, this is a consumer walking in a store or going online and recognizing the brand. So they walk in and they are all of a sudden recognizing the brand based upon certain attributes that you have contributed to their knowledge. You put them in advertising, promotion, however it is, you've contributed that to them. You introduced them to the brand, you connected the attributes that they were looking for to a positive experience, and you led to preference. So this is where you're introing it, you're recognizing it, then you're adding to preference, and then on the last aspect, that brand works so well for them that the customer is insistent upon that brand, which means the level of substitutability goes way down. They will not buy another brand. They're insistent upon the brand that they choose. This can also be called brand advocacy. Now, the difference between those is brand advocacy is when you are so insistent on a brand or so enamored by a brand that you actually work on behalf of that brand to get more people on the bandwagon. So when you're an advocate, obviously the definition of the word advocate, you are advocating for that brand. You want to get the word out about that brand that, you know what, if you want clean floors, you should be using this brand. If you want to be healthy, you should be eating this food, right? That's brand advocacy. We call this the holy grail of marketing, is getting to brand advocacy. So, quick summary, equity, the overall umbrella, it involves loyalty as one of the four major components of equity. Brand awareness, loyalty, quality, attributes. Brand equity or loyalty comes from recognition, preference, and assistance. And this is a continuum that the customer is working their way down or working their way up, if you want to consider that, towards brand advocacy, which is the holy grail of marketing. Talk to you later.